Alright guys, EZA TEQ Kefla that fuse into Super Saiyan 2 Kefla is here. I'm very excited to try them out. A unit only have one duping, but they are level 10 links. We also have them on TEQ Super Saiyan Goku's 220 lead. Of course, if you do have either Hit or the Carnival LR Kefla, by all means use them on there. I don't have either of them, even though that will probably be the best place to run them. But this is still a very good category for them to go on. We also do already have one of our Universe Survival Saga units next to us, which is great, which means when we're facing Universe Survival Saga category enemy or have a Universe Survival Saga category ally attacking at the same turn, Kefla will get an extra 60% attack when attacking, and then a guaranteed additional, which is what we want considering they do stack attack and defense by 50% on super. So when you have 3 links active right now, and we are starting with a 400k attack stat, 406 to be exact, and 233k defense. They are starting the turn with 200% attack and defense. They have a built-in additional, which has a 50% chance to become a super attack, which we want those pop in as much as possible, so we can stack up as much as possible. They have a base 50% chance to dodge, only starting with 6.49 million attack stat. Considering how many possible additionals we have, and they stack by 50% attack and defense, I don't mind that that's fairly low. We're already up to 8.72. And let's not forget as well, for every attack performed, they are getting 40% attack and defense, which does build up to 160. So it makes sense why their attack is jumping massively, because not only are they stacking each time by 50%, but also building up their attack and defense in their passive 40% each time. So that's 4 super attacks we got. That's the best possible turn we could have. And then there is their dodge chance kicking in, which right now they only have 70% chance to dodge, because we have the base 50 and we get the extra 20% dodge chance for 4 turns from their entry. We don't get the extra 20% dodge chance after that until the next attack in turn, which we get every time they perform 3 or more attacks in battle. So even though we performed 4, we don't get it until we get the next attack in turn pop up. So 70% chance to dodge, RNG definitely on our side right there, but that is a great start. I said 4 super attacks. Not only did we, of course, we get the base, the 50% chance activated, we had the guaranteed for having a Universe Survival Saga category ally next to us, and the 1 dupe put in an overtime for us with the Hidden Potential System additional super. So 4 stacks, that's an extra 200% attack and defense, and because we did get all 4, we also have fully built up that 160 attack and defense that they build up in their passive as well. So we've actually started extremely well. Extremely well. Now, I've kind of loaded the team up just slightly with Universe Survival Saga category units. I say loaded up. There's 3. There's 3. Half the team is Universe Survival Saga. You know, again, if you do have the new Kefla, naturally you are going to run their 220 lead, because Universe 6 and also Universe Survival Saga mix and match. They cross over with each other. It's easy to trigger one of those, especially when you have the likes of the new one, which they're amazing. This EZA, also amazing. The base EZAs, especially depending on who you're facing, kind of have a new lease of life. So, you know, if they are usable in that content, you will also bring the base EZA TEQ Kefla and the base EZA Strength KO as well. And then also there's Hit. So it's looking really good for them. Universe 6 has received massive buffs. I guess we kind of expected that, didn't we? At the start of Golden Week. I'm just really glad they decided to EZA TEQ Kefla when they did. I thought for a second maybe they weren't going to add it. Maybe they weren't going to EZA them here, but I'm really glad they did. And then even though she's heavily reliant on dodge, and then also we're kind of in a dodge cancelling meta, you can kind of still get some use out of Strength EZA Kefla as well. So where are we up to? We're already up to 3.17 mil and over 2 million defense. We've literally super attacked 4 times. That's it. 4 times, and we already have them over a 3 mil attack stat and just over a 2 mil defense stat. And then bearing in mind, this is the next attack in turn, so Kefla do have the extra 20% chance to dodge. So that means within, what, probably 2-3 turns rather than the full 4, you can have 90% chance to dodge, because of course you have to make them appear first, get that first, you know, 3 attacks off, then trigger the dodge, which sometimes you might not be able to trigger it all in one turn, but it would be nice if you do. So what are we starting with? 16.8 already. The first attack stat they did was like, what, 6 mil? And we're already up to 16. Hidden, okay. The passive additional didn't pop. There's the guaranteed 17.8 we're already up to. If Goku Black doesn't die, can we get the hidden potential system additional? Maybe? No. But there's the 90% chance of dodge kicking in. Damn, they build up fast. Fast. Hey, that tells me that any style of content that drops, they are going to be runnable in. They are suitable for it. You know, we're in longer content right now. Literally every piece of content you do is a little bit on the longer side. There's no short content. Even battle hard and formidable foes. Yes, the fight restarts. Yes, you'd have to start stacking them again, then fuse them again, etc. But it's a little bit longer because the enemies are so beefy. Like, it's not like a quick couple turns and you're out. Bear in mind, it's not overly long, but it's not overly short either. Then you have the likes of Red Zone Blue Goku, who has billions of HP. Let me rotate him off because, of course, I want that Gogeta rotation. I want that Gogeta rotations with that support, which, seeing their stats now, it's going to go crazy. Now, how's Vegeta going to tank this? Because we have, what, 46% HP? Okay, we're still here. We're still here. Barely, but we are still here. But that Gogeta active rotation is going to go nuts. But yeah, when you think about it, they're suited to battle hard and formidable foes. I said the only downside is, which is no qualm to them, is the fact that you have to restack them, retransform them, but even then they'll be fine, considering how quickly they stack. Blue Goku has over 1 billion HP. So even though there isn't multiple phases, you are in there for multiple turns. So the only thing that does hurt them there is you don't get to dodge with them. But if you protect them, maybe, just maybe, if you can protect them with how quickly they build up their passive and then how quickly they stack, they can already have about 2 million defense by their second appearance. Which means even though they can't dodge, maybe they wouldn't need it, considering again how quickly they stack, and you don't have a choice. They don't fuse until turn 6, which is completely fine, by the way. Because then Kale and Kefla can just continue stacking defense while having type advantage. So I think even though their first appearance may be quite risky, don't forget that's when Goku's at his weakest. So I think even against Blue Goku, which would technically be their worst environment, where dodge is cancelled completely for the whole fight, I still think they're usable there because of how quickly they can build up. And then against Jiren, you're talking a 5-phase fight. You're talking 4 phases before the dodge cancellation kicks in. By then, you're going to have so much defense and type advantage, it's not going to matter. And then Kefla's going to do so much damage, still stacking attack, that again, it's not going to matter. Even if you do fuse in the first Jiren phase, it's not going to matter. That's crazy. Honestly, I knew they would build up quickly because that's 50% attack and defense each time. Did I think they would stack that quickly? Definitely not. Where are they up to now? 4.26 million attack, 2.45 mil defense. Do we get any defense by being next to UI? No, we don't. Oh, no, we do. We get 255. We must... What do we have active? Must be prepared for battle. Yes, prepared for battle. That's crazy. We're on over a 4 million attack stat, and they've only super attacked how many times? 6. 6 super attacks, and we're already here. That's wild. That is actually wild. The only thing that scares me right now is Kefla, but I mean, we do have the revival. Hopefully we don't have to use it, but considering I'm not going to get the orbs, we probably will. Jesus. As I said, I was expecting them to be good. Just, I didn't think they would be this level of good. There's the dodge kicking in. 18.9 we're up to. Don't forget, we have a full Universe Survival Saga rotation, so that is a guaranteed stack. There's the 50, 19.9. We haven't even fused yet. And don't forget, we've got a guaranteed one after this. There's 20. You definitely want to give them a ton of crit. I've gone pretty much as much crit as I can while giving them a good amount of additionals. I just don't seem to be getting any crits on super attacks, but yeah, man, I said I was expecting Kefla to be very good. I said we haven't even fused that. I was expecting the base to be a really good base form pre-fusion. I just weren't expecting them to be this good. Like, I knew they were good. I didn't think they were this crazy. We even got the dodge with Kefla. We got all the RNG right now. So their next appearance, we're going to be able to fuse them together. Which, as I said, with the style of content we have right now, turn 6 is more than fine. One of the good things right now of us having such little HP, unless we trigger on the revivals, is they do recover 60% HP once they fuse, which is very nice. Do you know what? We could actually pop one of the Vegetos because I don't need to save it, if we're being completely honest. So, do you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We're gonna have one of the Vegetos pop, which means we do get some health back. I say some. All of our health back. We might as well. We might as well. You know, we're not doing a serious run. We don't need to save Vegeto for anything. Also, let's not forget as well, I just spotted that down in the bottom right corner. Don't forget, next rotation, not only can we fuse, but then we also have Gogeta's active skill that turn. Which means as soon as we get Kefla out, we can pop the Gogeta active and we can get that big juicy support in. Now, would I love to just let Kefla stack to our heart's content, then use the active skill? Yeah, of course. Because we're going to continuously stack attack. Or just let Kefla just carry on stacking so we can have both. I'd love to do that. And then pop the Gogeta active skill. Unfortunately, Goku Black only has so many phases in this red zone stage. And not only that as well, at one point, he will die. So we're going to have to show it off sooner rather than later. And then, of course, when it comes to actual proper serious runs, there's going to be times where you're going to need to fuse her a little bit quicker than you would like. Or literally as soon as, you know, you're able to on turn 6. Or at least 6 turns in. You know, so I'm completely fine with that. You know, we're very much used to having to fuse units or transform units. Sometimes ASAP. And do you know what? Again, I don't think it matters here. Considering how quickly and how much they've stacked in... Literally what? How many appearances? 5. So, I haven't even seen the Kefla form yet. But let me just say that I'm very much impressed.
Put me and Kale together and what do you get? The strongest Saiyans around. Kale! What's Hollywood? It's Kefla!
Do you know what? For a unit that came out in 2021, their active skill actually still looks pretty good. It actually looks really solid. So we have them linked up, of course, with the strength EZA. We have everything linked up. What are we looking at stats-wise before we do anything? 2.76 million attack stat, 1.35 million defense. We have lost a little bit. But of course, we've got that 60% HP recovery. They're still on 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. Now they have 2 guaranteed additional super attacks, which is crazy to me. 70% chance base to dodge. Let's get Gogeta out as well. The randomly changed Keflas of certain type to TEQ orbs. They get 200% when attacking, 200% defense when receiving an attack. And then with 6 or more orbs, tournament participant category allies, 30% attack, 30% defense. For characters who also belong to Universe 6 category units. So if they belong to obviously both, because Universe 6 cross over into tournament participants, they will get the full 30% attack and defense, which is why they work so well with the likes of Dokkan Fest Hit, Carnival LL, Kefla, etc, etc. Let's pop the Gogeta active skill. Let's see how Jalee's looking with that active. Now, bear in mind, their stats have gone down a little bit, but that is because she gets so much when attacking, I think, and then when receiving an attack. So with the support, she's up to a 4253 million attack stat, 2.08 million defense. This is pretty much where they were when I fused them, except they had a 6 million attack stat before I fused them. They're getting 50% attack stack and then 50% defense for the turn. I like the fact that they actually gave her defense for the turn. Helps out a lot. And yeah, every single link is active. I think this is going to be the rotation we play out. I mean, I could actually put her in slot 1 and see what happens, but I'm not going to do that. She does have type disadvantage here, so I'm not going to do that. I mean, there is an AoE coming, but that should be okay with Gogeta's support active. I just hope the strength one's fine on the AoE. I mean, strength one could also dodge. Just like that. A part of me really wanted to just put TEQ Kefla in slot 1 and just see if she dodged the super attack. I mean, she probably will. 400k though. That's not healthy, but I mean, we're still alive and that's the important part. And of course, if you're doing a serious run in Red Zone, Battle Hard and Formidable Foes, eventually a new Supreme Magnificent Battle, or any difficult content we get in the future, of course, you don't have to fuse them on turn 6 exactly. You know, I've done it just to see how it is, especially on the first turn they fuse, and also just to show it off. Again, Zamasu only has so much health, so I can't take the risk to potentially kill him and not get the Gogeta active skill turn. You know, if you're able to stack them up for like an extra turn or two, by all means, go for it. You know, it will give them some extra permanent defense, and who doesn't want that? But this unit is crazy. The fact they've given Super Saiyan 2 Kefla 2 guaranteed additional super attacks is mad. Not even one with a chance, one guaranteed. No, both guaranteed. Okay, she was fine on the AoE. There's the dodge on the Super Saiyan 2 Strength Kefla, which I'll take. 42.6 mil. Again, bearing in mind, if we kind of held on to the Gogeta active skill and let her stack up a bit more attack, that would have been even higher, probably closer to 50. 44.6. Don't forget, there's a third one coming. Guaranteed there's another one coming. So we're going to jump up to like, what, 46? 47? 46 and a half. And that is 3 50% defense raises. Is the hidden potential system going to kick in as well? Maybe give us a 4th? No crit, though. No, only an additional normal. And then there's the dodge. There's the 70% chance to dodge. Hey, even the strength one's pulling out a 37 mil attack stat. Do you know what? Every Kefla is popping off this rotation. She's insane. This Kayla Kefla unit is actually insane. And then there's a bonus. 41 she's up to. Damn, this strength one's popping off right now. And then there's an added bonus. I mean, again, we kind of knew it was coming. Universe 6 has been buffed so nicely. You know, you're looking at Dokkan Fest hit. Carnival LR Kale Kefla. This EZA TEQ SSJ2 Kefla. Universe 6 has been buffed so nicely. And this EZA is crazy good. Crazy good. They're definitely up there right now. It's probably one of the stronger units in the game. But you can let me know your thoughts down in the comments, what you think about these two. I think they are sick. Cannot wait to try them out in some difficult content. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and peace.